Hey guys, and welcome back. Today is going to be my April favorites. I cannot believe how quickly April went by. Like, does it ever happen to you where it just, like, you can't believe it's the end of the month, but then when you think back, like, the beginning of the month seems so long ago? I don't know. But today is going to be a favorites video. It's gonna be kind of an interesting video today because I normally talk about, like, obviously beauty products and things like that, but I just don't have very many beauty products to talk about. So I have a lot of fashion items, about my shows that I've been watching, and also I wanted to talk about some different YouTubers that I've been watching recently. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful April. Let's just jump right into it. So every favorites video, I'm gonna do this where I talk about my eyeshadow palette that I was using for the entire month. I'm also gonna start including my base products of the month. Eventually, I might also do lipsticks, but honestly, I couldn't really talk about those this time because I really wasn't wearing any. My palette of the month was the BH Cosmetics Ultimate Matte 42 Color Shadow Palette. I feel like this was just what I needed during this self-isolation period. It really let me explore different colorful eyeshadow looks. I used so many colors in this palette over this last month that I would never touch, like, ever normally in, like, my everyday life. So it was really nice to be able to play with colors. I'm gonna actually be really sad to put it away and pick another palette. User-friendly, it's a beautiful color selection, and I have just found this palette so inspiring over the last month. So anyways, that was my eyeshadow palette of the month. And my base product of the month, I actually had picked a couple base products. The video that I did, which was, I'm gonna start making into a ongoing series. It was called my month makeup I'm wearing this month. So my video in April, I talked about, I think, a couple different base products that I was gonna be wearing. I really only ended up using one of those products. Like, I don't think I ever wore the foundation that I had in that video. Kind of figured I wouldn't, but I just never bothered to put on foundation. But I did use this a lot, and it's the L'Oreal Magic Skin Beautifier BB Cream. I am wearing this on my face today. I do have the shade Light, and I know that for a lot of you guys, you've been saying that it makes your skin orange, and I get what you mean. It definitely dries down to a warmer tint, but on me, I don't feel like it is that obvious, and I feel like it still kind of works. I have like a light medium olive skin tone, I guess. Like, I don't know, it's so hard. I'm mixed race, and it's just so hard to find the right tone. I just wish I had like an easy, I guess, undertone. But anyway, I feel like the color is not so bad on me. Like, I don't mind it. I do really like this BB cream. It's one of my favorite BB creams. I think I might actually repurchase it because I'm pretty much done. There's hardly any product left. It has really soft and subtle coverage. Like, you can still see everything kind of shining through, all the freckles, blemishes, all of that, but it still does enough to smooth over my skin. And I just love how healthy it makes my skin look. I really like it. Probably in the future, I will include my lipsticks of the month. But let's just move on to the other stuff I've been loving, since those are pretty much the only two makeup products that I can actually think about talking about in this video, because I really was not wearing a lot of makeup. I have it all listed on my phone, but a couple of shows that I've been really, really liking. I finished Ozark. It's such a good show. I love Ozark. It is scary. Like, I had a nightmare after the last episode. The last episode really messed me up. I do really enjoy it. I feel like it's such a dark and intense show, but it has some really, really great characters in it. Really great actors as well. Like the girl who plays Ruth, Julie Gardner, I think. She is such a good actress, like really, really, really talented. I really love her. Jason Bateman and Laura Linney, like, they're all really great actors, and the plot line is just so intense and so exciting, and you just never know what's coming. Like, you can make all of these fan theories and predictions, and they'll just do something so, like, out of the blue, and it just, like, messes up all your theories. It's so good, though. It really keeps you on your toes. If you're into, like, those kind of thriller type shows, I feel like you would really like Ozark. I know everybody talks about Ozark, but for good reason, because it's really good. Although I will say that I never watched Breaking Bad, and everybody says that it's like the poor man's Breaking Bad. But I never watched Breaking Bad, so I don't know. And then another show that I actually just finished last night, I think I watched 5 episodes in a row last night, it's The Stranger. I thought about not including it in this video because like I hated the ending. Like I feel like the last episode ruined it for me. Like it ruined the entire series for me. Because the rest of it was so good, I thought I would just talk about it anyway. It's only 8 episodes and I feel like it's not gonna have a second season. It felt like it ended and that it wasn't gonna have another season, but it was so addicting. Like I could not stop watching episodes. Like I think I watched all of it in 2 days, like 3 episodes one night and then 5 last night. I just couldn't stop watching it. I just needed to know what was gonna happen. It really kept you on your toes. It's not scary. It's like suspenseful. It's a British thriller, I think is how they described it. Definitely some dark topics in it, but it isn't super scary. There was one scene that really scared me in, I think it was episode 3, when the kids were like in the woods at night. That really scared me, but the rest of it I was not scared at all. Episodes 1 to 7 were so good. I really, really liked it. I was recommending it to everyone. And then episode 8 just like ruined it. It was just such a bad ending. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I just hated the direction they went with the ending. I think it's a book, so I guess they didn't really have much choice in the ending, but it just, I don't know, the ending fell flat for me. I felt like the writers just wanted to end it and didn't care about like wrapping up any of the loose ends. There were so many things they didn't address. I have so many questions. The way they like did the last episode, all of the subplots were just pointless. Like it was just a waste of time. It was really exciting. Like I really did enjoy watching it. I just hated the ending. My coffee machine broke. I don't know if I mentioned that in another video, but I broke my coffee machine. So I've been having to use my French press, and I finally figured out the way to use my French press so that my coffee doesn't taste like grainy or like, I don't know, it always had a weird flavor to me whenever I use my French press, but now I figured it out. It has to sit with the coffee grains for at least 4 minutes. 4 minutes for me and my coffee has never tasted better. Like I love my French press right now. Movie that I was really enjoying, well, a movie that I really enjoyed that I watched in April was Onward. I was really looking forward to seeing Onward in theaters because I see every Pixar movie I have a lot of movies that I go to see in theaters because I love the movies, but I do see every Pixar and I was really looking forward to it. Me and my friend were actually planning on seeing it the week before we went into quarantine, so it was kind of good that we didn't go. I ended up watching it at home and it was so good. I cried so hard. I don't know, it's just like these types of stories with like siblings or families, like they're just so, I don't know, they just make me cry. And every like Pixar movie pretty much makes me cry, but Onward especially got me, and it was a really good movie. Like I would totally recommend you watch it. I kind of feel bad for it because now that everything like happened, it didn't really get enough hype, I feel like, and it's one of those like special movies that I just didn't think it was hyped up enough, and it was really good. Onward just didn't get the hype it deserved, and I feel like there's a lot of Disney movies that end up not getting enough hype. Zootopia, Big Hero 6. I don't know why this happens. Like I don't know. Like, why does Frozen get so much hype? Like, Frozen gets so much hype. I don't get it. I like Frozen. I'm not saying like I don't like it, but I just feel like Disney gives us some really great content and then it's weird how marketing works. Like, it's very weird. All right. So those are kind of all the shows and movies that I wanted to talk about. A couple YouTubers that I've been really enjoying. MadFit has been my workout YouTube channel. I have never really worked out before. I usually just go on the elliptical at my gym, but I've been really enjoying doing these at-home workouts. She's really good because they're apartment friendly, so there's no equipment, no jumping. I pretty much do a MadFit workout every second day now, which is more than I was ever doing when we actually had gyms. I've really been enjoying yoga with Adrian. I feel like I've talked about yoga with Adrian before. She does a 30-day yoga challenge, I think every January. And I just did I'm doing her one from January 2020. I think I'm on day 24. I do yoga every second day, so it takes me a little bit longer to do her 30-day challenges. I have no idea if I'm doing the yoga moves correctly, but Couple other YouTubers that I have been really enjoying, like I talk about them a lot, but Jessica Braun, she's so good. I really love her videos. As soon as she uploads, I like watch it. Even if it's something I'm not interested in, I just watch it. I really, really like her. Emily Noel, I've always liked Emily Noel. She has a really strong mom vibe, and it's just comforting, I think, to hear her speak and talk about makeup. Drugstore Maven, I love Drugstore Maven, and she was gone for, I think, like 2 years, maybe more. I stayed subscribed because I'm like, I don't want to miss it. If she comes back, like, I don't want to miss her first video. And she came back, which is so exciting. I am so happy she's back. She's really good because she does all of these like drugstore videos on makeup. Sabrina, I've been really enjoying Sabrina, and I think it's for the same reason that I like Emily Noel. It's kind of weird because like I can't really relate to Sabrina and Emily Noel that much. Like I feel like they're older, and I don't know, like they're just kind of, I feel like they're in like a slightly different generation than me, but for some reason I have just really found that comforting during these like last couple months. I found a new YouTuber actually. I think it's Naomi, I never know how to pronounce it, but Naomi Boyer, hopefully, I hope I said that right. I've only recently started watching her. She's a like fashion style YouTuber, and I really like her style. Even though I'm not wearing a lot of outfits besides sweatpants, I've just enjoyed seeing her wear like dress up clothes and like, you know, like actual outfits. I've discovered this new community on YouTube that I'm just now realizing that I really enjoy listening to them. I feel like part of it is because I often just play YouTube in the background when I'm like doing things around my house. I'll constantly have YouTube playing because I just like filling my apartment with voices, I guess, just because it's like very quiet otherwise. So I've been really into like commentary YouTubers lately, which is kind of weird, like not drama channels. I feel like that's a little bit toxic and I don't really want to watch it. Like sometimes if it's a really big issue, I'll like watch a couple drama channels, I guess. But I feel like these are more like commentary YouTubers. I could be wrong about this, it's like totally new to me. But a couple of them that I've been really enjoying are Creep Show Art. She has really good points and she brings up a lot of really big issues, and I just feel like she's very well informed. She has her morals in the right place. Also recently discovered two of them, they're kind of like the same name, but Repzilla and Repsion. I don't watch like all of these commentary channel videos. I just pick ones that I'm like interested in, but Repzilla has like really crazy blue hair, and I also feel like he has pretty good morals. And Repsion, I started watching when I was following along with the Onision stuff that was going on because that was so intense. And Repsion seems really like down to earth, really well informed, and he does these videos called, like he did one like called the Onision Files, or I don't know, like he does this like the Files, I guess. It's a series on his channel where he really does like a deep dive into these sketchy YouTubers. I don't know, they're just very interesting, and it's kind of like, to me, it's like watching documentaries. It's a new genre for me, but I've just liked watching these commentary channels. I have been playing them in the background, and I've really enjoyed their content lately. Could be because I've been feeling like a little bit bored, so that could be why. And there's only like one drama channel that I really like, but I also feel like she's very smart and she's very well informed and she really does her research, and I think she goes by Angelica or Angelica Oles. I can't remember. I think she has two channels, but there's one that she does where she covers like everything weird that's going on in like the YouTube world. But she just seems very smart and very down to earth, and like she knows what she's talking about. Sometimes I feel like she's still a commentary channel, but I also think she's more on the drama channel side. I feel like she's the only one that I'll actually tolerate and watch. Anyway, those are like kind of the new commentary channel videos that I've been watching lately. But my book of the month, I read The Pact this month. This was such a good book. I really enjoyed reading it. I don't think it's a book that I'm gonna read again because, well, now that I know what happens at the end, like it's just kind of lost that appeal to me. But it was so good, like I couldn't put it down. I had to know what was gonna happen. It's not like a thriller or a mystery so much. It's more just like you just don't know the real story. You're seeing this like world unfold through the perspectives of a whole bunch of different people that are involved in some way, and you just don't know what actually happened because none of them know, except for the main like kid involved, but he also does not share it when it's speaking from his point of view. So you never know what actually happened until the very, very end of the book. I really liked it. I felt like it was a very exciting book. I think I mentioned it before, but it's pretty heavy subject matter. It's kind of like a frustrating book because everything that happened like could have gone so differently had people made different decisions. And right now I'm currently reading The Goldfinch, which I'm not even like halfway through it yet, so I'll probably talk about it in next month's favorites, but I'm reading that one right now. A couple items are all outfits, or like not outfits, but fashion pieces and clothes. First favorite is this crew neck sweater from Uniqlo. It's a little bit of a lighter fabric. It's not super soft in the inside, like it's not brushed or soft in the inside, but it's also not scratchy, and it's a little bit more lightweight, so it's perfect for the springtime. Plus I love the light blue color. It's also a little bit shorter than my typical sweatshirts. Also really have been enjoying this crew from H&M. It's a really soft and comfy crew. It also has a like soft interior. It's kind of like a brushed fleecy type interior. It's just so cozy. I love this crew neck. I've been wearing it so much recently. I've been really loving it, so I thought I would mention it today. Another item from H&M that I have been really enjoying is the sweat set. I feel like you guys have seen this in a ton of videos recently, or I've just been wearing it on my Instagram a lot, but it is this oversized hoodie. I also have the sweatpants. They're just in here, but I have the sweatpants. I don't know why they're in here, but they're in here. So comfy, cozy. Like I always feel so soft and fuzzy and warm when I wear this. So I've been really enjoying it. I never feel comfier than when I'm wearing this full sweat set. Another sweat set that I've been really enjoying. This one is actually from Aritzia. Aritzia I don't usually buy from because it's so expensive, but I got this when they were having a huge sale. I feel like it was at the very start of us going home. So I have the mock neck crew. It's like their TNA sweater, and I also have the matching pants in the same color. They're the boyfriend fleece joggers, I think that's what they're called, but just so cozy, so warm, and it's really good quality. And then I have two pieces that are not loungewear, which is so exciting. I want to talk about these jeans. These are from Zara, and I think they're called their vintage slim straight jeans. I'll try and link them below if I can find them. They are just such a nice pair of jeans. They're fully like straight legged all the way down. They're just such comfortable jeans. I really like them. I am wearing jeans lately, which is rare, but on occasion I will throw on a pair of jeans, and I have been just really enjoying these ones. And the last item are these pants that I can't hold them up because I'm wearing them. I'll just show you, kind of see if I can show you, but they're these pants right here. These are from H&M, and I think they're called their twill slouchy pants, or just their cotton twill pants. I really like them. Like I wore them because I went to do my groceries this morning, and I was like, I might as well dress up and out of my sweats into like an actual outfit today. So I did that, and I haven't been able to like take off this outfit because the pants are just so comfortable. But the only thing is that I picked these up in a size 4 because I figured H&M, their sizing for pants is sometimes off for me. Like sometimes 2s don't fit, but then their 4s are too big. So I don't know, it's kind of like a risk when you're buying online. These 4s are like too big for me. Probably want to size down. And that is everything. I feel like this was a long video and I had a lot of things to talk about. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Please subscribe if you would like to see more videos, and I will see you in my next one.